What up? It's your boy Based Larock, and this is a video about a game called Paladins from Hi-Rez Studios. These are the same people that made Smite, and yes, I had the opportunity to play the game for quite a while yesterday and today, and I had a blast playing it. But I do have a lot of concerns going forward. Nothing really mechanical, all things that could change. And again, this is all stuff that I'm very optimistic about, and I think they're going to change in the future. The first thing I do want to bring up real fast is the fact that they're calling it a MOBA. This game is not like League of Legends. This game is not like Dota. This game is not like Han. It is not fair for this game, a game that is going to be growing, and hopefully growing in popularity as well, to compare itself to games in a genre that is not of the same of its own, and they're very established in a completely different fan base. Yes, this game will have esport elements to it, but I will say that because this is a massive online battle arena, you could say the same thing about this. I mean, about Star Wars Battlefront or the Battlefield series, things like that. I think just for the initial growth of this game, they need to change that, how to describe this game. Right now, I don't have a name for this. I mean, of course, I would imagine that they don't either, which is why they're still toting it as a MOBA. But I think in order to branch off and become its own, and this is not just for Paladins, this is for Battleborn, this is for Overwatch, this is for all these style of games that are coming out right now that we're lucky enough to see. And it's kind of great because we get to see a new genre of game. When Dota originally came out, it was labeled as an RTS, not a MOBA. And it wasn't until maybe 3 or 4 years down the road after the infancy of the original Dota game that it became a MOBA. I think if they came out of the gate calling it or toting it as something different, and I think it's going to take all 3 of the games to do this, I think it's going to be a lot better off to differentiate this game or this game's type of genre from your typical MOBA. The second thing that I noticed is a lot of HUD issues. And these are all things that could be changed, and I'm pretty sure they're going to end up doing it. Because I will say this about Hi-Rez, they're very vocal and they're very transparent from what I've seen, especially from a lot of people that I know that's played Smite. And what I've seen from them with a lot of commentary from the devs for this game, they're taking care of it. And I think that's a very good thing to reassure people that it's okay to invest your time into this game for that reason. We see a lot of games that are early access that, you know, have a founder's pack or something like that, kind of like this, but you don't hear a lot from the devs, or the game disappears after a month. But going back into what I was saying, I think HUD options, I think a mini map is needed. Also, the reason why I say that is that, of course, this game does not have lanes like your standard MOBA. The maps are generally big. There are 3 capture points spread across the middle of the map, and sometimes you want to be able to ping or say go here or something of that nature, just to give people the opportunity to do that. I think it would cause a very good thing for teamwork in this game to have a mini map. Also, what I would imagine that I'd like to see with this game is that they eventually will add a look behind button, or something where you could look behind you, or go into a third-person camera just for a split second to kind of look around. Because of course you're in a first-person view, you have no mini-map. You're solely depending on your teammates to let you know who's where and what's what. I think in that situation, a third-person camera would be really beneficial to this game and just to help the players out. I think the last thing I want to say as far as what they should improve on, and again, this is all things that can be changed easily, is put who's alive on your team. You know, you have 5 players on your team. Put an X through, put a portrait up in the top right hand or left hand corner with an X through it, something of that nature, just to kind of give you an idea, like, hey, maybe I should engage. I'm a tank right now. Who's with me? Sometimes not. Most of the time, people on your team don't have voice comms. They're not in Discord or TeamSpeak, and because it's FPS, it's kind of hard to sit there and type out what you're trying to do in detail. And I think that's going to be a big deal if they put in something that says, hey, 3 of your teammates are dead. That gives you the indication, hey, don't run in like a dummy. But yeah, that's really all I have for it. As far as the pluses for the game, the sky's the limit. You know, a lot of people don't like, or some people that I've spoken to don't like the graphics to it. I don't mind it, and I think it looks fine the way it is. I didn't have any frame rate issues. I didn't have any skipping issues, screen tearing, nothing like that. As far as the environments for the game, great. They're all different. I really like the card element to the game. I think that brings something new. I think there's a lot of learning to be done by a lot of people when they get their hands on the game with this. And I really think this game has a lot of potential. I mean, of course, you know, for my experience, I would like to play with 4 of my friends plus more, but you know, that goes with, you know, games like Counter-Strike and Dota and League, where you're gonna not want to play with a lot of randoms. And I think this game has a casual appeal to it, but while at the same time being competitive, which is really refreshing because it gives people the opportunity to be competitive, and it gives people the opportunity to be casual without taking it too seriously. So it's a nice little balance, little sweet spot with this type of game. Personally, I've probably played about 7 or 8 hours of this game, and I really enjoyed it. It's going to be really interesting to see how this game grows. I'm happy to be able to see this. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, we're at the beginning of a new genre of competitive arena-style gameplay. And I think it's going to be great for us to check that out. So that's really all I have to say about Paladins. Will I make more videos in the future regarding it? Maybe. Who knows? But I do want to say that I will keep an eye on this game. You're going to see a lot of my comments on my stream and my social medias about this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it somewhat, you know, informational. Or if you agree with it, cool. If you didn't, also leave some comments in the comment section below. We could discuss it. Always hit me up on Twitter. And that's about it. If you like this, click that like button, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, tell your friends about it. Again, this is a game called Paladins from Hi-Rez Studios. This is the same people that made Smite. I'd keep my eye on this game. And that's all I got to say about this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys later.